Right, student nurses, here is a question. Let's deal with it and see what we can get at. So, the question is giving us an instruction which is saying we should calculate the following intravenous infusion using appropriate formula and convert our final answer to an acceptable unit or volume. And the question itself is asking us to give a 15-year-old 750 ml of Hardman solution, and the infusion pump that we are going to use is set at 60 ml per hour. How long will it take for us to give this solution to this patient? So let's set that aside. And before we do anything, the instructions on the question is asking us to use the appropriate formula to deal with this question. So what is the formula we are going to use? So we all know that we will use the time stroke hour and then we do our total volume, which will come in mil, and then we are obviously going to divide that by the infusion rate, isn't it? So infusion rate is going to be our mil per hour. Yeah, so we've set our formula there. So this is our formula, and this is it. So keep this formula in your head for always. We still have our question in our head. So now what are we going to do? We need to set up our breakdowns and ensure that we are getting everything right. So to set up our breakdowns, let's identify what to be given. So and this is going to give us a total volume of 750 ml. Yeah, so that is what is set to be given. And then let's identify the infusion rate. So in the question, our infusion rate is 60 ml per hour. So then here we're going to do what is the rate. I'll just cut it short because if I put identify the rate, it's going to be a long one. So what is the rate? And this will be seen in the question as we've mentioned. So this is the question. We look back at the question. It did say towards a 60 ml per hour. You can see. So that is our rate, which is 60 ml / hour. Now, we've set stuff down. Now let's set up our equation. This is going to give us a clear picture of how we are going to solve this question. So straightforwardly, we should set our equation by making sure that we divide the total volume by the rate as the formula told us here. Yeah, so what we're going to do is so equation will be we do our 750 and then we're going to divide that by the 60 ml per hour. So 60 ml / h. Right, so now we can sort of ignore the units for now, and then do our calculation bits. Yeah, so we will gonna grab our computer, our calculator. If you are okay to use your brain, that's okay, but always you will get on screen calculator, so make good use of this. Yeah, okay, so now we do our calculation. Simple. So 750 divided by 60 will give us 750 divided by 60, and then we do our SD, and it's saying so that give us total of 12.5. so we've got 12.5 hours. Now what was our main question again? So the main question did say to us, when we complete everything, we should make sure to convert our final answer to an appropriate volume/unit. So we've worked our way out all the way through this bit. So now the only thing we need to do is to convert the decimal point to minutes. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's do that by saying we know it's going to be 12.5 hours. Yeah, so to convert, it's the decimal point only that we're doing at this point. So what we do is our, which is the 12.5. So the 12 hours is okay for us. The 0.5 is our decimal point. So we're going to do 0.5, say hours, multiply by 60 minutes. Yeah, and then we go 60 minutes, because we are trying to get it in actual times. We get it in actual clinical time, so this is why we are multiplying it by 60. So if we do that by 60, so 0.5 multiplied by 60 will give us 30. Now we've got our 30. So what do we do here? We want it in minutes or hours. So if that is the case, then we're going to say our time is going to, so it's going to be 30 minutes. There we go. So the total time for the infusion to run is going to be 12 hours and 30 minutes. This is when the machine will alarm us or will tell us that the infusion is completed. So our final thought or our final time for this is going to be 12 hours and 30 minutes. So let's say if you started the infusion at 8 a.m. During your ward round time, when will the machine alarm you? Put your answer in the comment section. Okay, bye.